Welcome back, dear students of class 6. Today we are going to study part 4 of chapter 3 word processor tabular presentation. Okay, students? Now, in this part, students, we will study first topic that we are going to study is alignment of a table. Okay, alignment, the word alignment means position. Okay, position on the page. Okay, so what is the meaning of this word alignment? Alignment of a table refers to positioning or of a table on the page. Okay, you have already studied alignment of text, okay, in Microsoft Word in the previous classes. Okay, but in this class you are going to study about alignment of table. Okay, alignment of table means the position of this table on this particular page. Now see, students, this side, yesterday I taught you that this side, this side or this margin of the page is called as left margin. This margin is called as the left margin. Look at this arrow. This margin is called as left margin. Okay, this side, this margin is called as the right margin. This margin is called as the right margin. Okay, so alignment, as you know, refers to the positioning of table on a page. Okay, now Microsoft Word, students, Microsoft Word provides three types of alignments for a table. For a table, it provides three types of alignments. Which are those alignments? The first one is the left alignment. The first one is the left alignment. Okay, what does left alignment means? Left alignment does, it places the table towards the left margin. So just now I told you which side is the left margin. This side is the left margin. Okay, so if I place my table, if this is my table, okay, and if my table is towards the left side margin, then what is the alignment of my table? Right now it is left only. Okay, right now the alignment of my table is left only. Okay, so this is the left margin, or this is the left margin, and right now the alignment of my table is left alignment. Okay, so what is left alignment? It places the table towards the left margin. So right now my table is towards the left margin of the page. Okay, so the next type of alignment, students, is the center alignment. The next type of alignment is the center alignment. Okay, so what does center alignment do, students? If we select our table and make it center aligned, it sets the table in the center. Center means in the middle. Okay, in the middle or in the center of the left and right margins. So if this is my left margin, this is my right margin, if I select center margin, then my table will come somewhere over here. Okay, somewhere over here. See, now right now the table is center aligned. Okay, so this is how this is right now the alignment of this table is what? Center aligned. It is at the center from the left and right margins. Okay, so this is center alignment. And the third type of alignment, students, is the right alignment. The third type of alignment is the right alignment. Now what is right alignment? Right alignment, what it does is that it aligns the table towards the right margin. Very simple. Okay, so for example, look at this table over here. Okay, so right now, see, look at this table. Now the position of this table is towards the right side margin. Yes or no? So what is the current alignment of this particular table? It's right alignment. Okay, now I'll teach you how to change the alignment of the table. Okay, so let's talk about how to change the alignment of the table. Okay, there are many ways. I'll teach you two ways to change the alignment of the table. Okay, first thing that you do, okay, so to change the alignment of the table, follow these given steps. So what is the first step? Select the entire table using the table move handle. Now you know students that this handle right over here, this handle over here at the top left hand side, this handle is called as the table move handle. If we click on the table move handle, the entire table will be selected. Okay, so this is the table move handle, and when we click on table move handle, the entire table is getting selected. Okay, then second step is to select the layout tab under the table tools tab. So this is the table tools tab and this is the layout tab. So we need to click on this layout tab. Okay, so I have clicked on this layout tab. Now where I need to go? The next step is click on the properties option. Click where? On the properties option from the table group. Now search where is the table group. See, this is the table group. Okay, and which button, which option we have to select? Properties. So can you see this? This is the properties group. Oh sorry, this is the properties button over here. Okay, so I need to click on this properties button. Okay, so I'll click on this properties button. As soon as I click on the properties button, students, see the table properties dialog box is appearing. Okay, so this dialog box that is appearing, this big dialog box over here, this dialog box is called as what? The table properties dialog box. Okay, now see, now one more shortcut way to open this table properties dialog box is to select the table, right click on the table. Which click? Right click. So right now I right clicked on the table and come to this last option, which is called as the table properties button. Okay, so you can open your table properties from by right clicking on the table also. Okay, and by coming to the layout tab and then selecting the properties button also. Whichever you like, you can use it. Okay, then when you click on the table properties option, okay, so what after that, what you have to do, the table tab, look at this, the table tab over here. This is the table tab, this is the row tab, this is the column tab, this is the cell tab, this is the all text tab. So we have to click on the table tab, which is by default selected only. Okay, and then select an alignment from the alignment section. So see, this section is the alignment section. Right now which alignment is selected? Left. Okay, if you want center alignment, click on this center alignment and then click on OK. See, the table got center aligned. Yes or no? Isn't it very easy? Okay, then if you want right alignment, then again, if you want a table over here on the right side, then what you'll do? Again, you'll go to the table move handle. You select the entire table. Go to the layout tab. Go to the properties but option. Then come to this, this table tab is selected. Then come to this right button in the alignment group. Okay, click on this right and click on OK. See, the table got right aligned. Isn't it very easy? Okay. Now students, let's talk about the second method. I told you na that I will teach you one more method to change the alignment of the table. Now that method is written right over here. You can also select the alignment options from the paragraph group under the home tab. Okay, so let's see the second method. Okay, this is the second method. Okay, and this is a very fast method. Okay, so just click on the table, select the table by clicking on the table move handle, then go to the home tab. See, home tab, go to the home tab. Okay, and then come to this paragraph group. See, paragraph group over here. Okay, now see, there are alignments over here. This is left alignment, this is right center alignment, and this is right alignment. Right now right alignment is there. If I want to make it center, I'll click on this center alignment. Okay, and if I want, I can use the left alignment if I want to align my table to the left hand side. Okay, isn't it very easy, students? I hope this is very easy for you, alignment of a table. Okay, do practice this. Okay, now let's talk about the topic that we left above. Okay, one small topic that we left above was this one. Okay, you can also set the indent. Now this indent is something very important. Okay, you can also set the indent while using the left alignment. Now this works only in left alignment. Okay, what indent? Indent works only when your table is left alignment. Okay, so you can also set the indent. First thing, you need to understand what is indent. So what is the meaning of indent? The word indent refers to the spacing between the table and the page margins. Okay, so first let me, because indent works only in the left alignment, so what I have to do, I have to left align my table. So I'll right click, go to table properties, click on the left alignment, and then I will click on OK. Now my table is left aligned. Okay, now what does indent refers? Indent refers to the spacing between the table, so this table, and page margins. So see, this is my table and this is left page margin, so this space is called as indent. Now indenting means changing the space between this table and this left margin. Okay, so I can increase this space or I can decrease this space. Let us see how to do indenting. The process is very easy. Select the table. Okay, how to increase the space between the left margin and the table, that is called as indenting. Okay, so how to increase the space? Select the table. Okay, go to the layout tab, go to the properties button. Now see, can you see this option? Indent from left, 0 centimeter is written. Okay, you can increase the value like this. Okay, if suppose I want to indent my table at 2 centimeters from left, so I will select 2 centimeter over here and I'll click on OK. See, now the space between this left margin and the table has increased, and how much this space has become? It has become 2 centimeters. So this is called as indenting. Now indenting is only applicable when the table is left aligned. Indenting does not work when our table is center or right aligned. You want to see this? See, I'll make my table center aligned. Okay, very easy. Center align. See, as soon as I click on OK and again I go to properties, see, now this option is no longer active. Why? Because right now my table is center aligned. Even if I click on right align, again see, in right align also this is inactive. But if I click on left align, see, now this became active. Understood? So this is our indenting. Okay students, I hope indenting and alignment are clear to you. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Okay, the next topic is text alignment in a table. The next topic is text alignment in a table. Just give me a second. The next topic is text alignment in a table. So let's talk about this topic. Sorry, just give me a second. Okay, so let's talk about the next topic, text alignment in a table. Okay, now inside the table, how is my text aligned? Okay, inside the table, how is my text aligned? Let's talk about that. Okay, let's talk about that. So I'll just increase the column width. Okay, so as to make you understand. Now, what is text alignment in a table? Text alignment refers to the positioning of text in the cells of the table. What is that means this time we are talking about text alignment inside the cells of the table. So what is the position of this text which is written inside this particular cell? Isn't it left side? So this is left alignment na? Yes or no? Okay, this is left alignment. Let me increase the size of this table. Okay, just give me a second. I want to increase the height of this table. Okay. Okay, I'll make it 1.4. Okay, fine. Now see. Now this is my table. Okay, what is the alignment of this text inside this cell? Okay, that is the meaning of text alignment. So text alignment refers to the positioning of text in the cells of the table. So right now this is left aligned na? Yes or no? It specifies how the text appears horizontally and vertically. Okay, to align the text. How to align the text? Let's study how to align the text inside the cells of the table. Right now all the text that is aligned inside this table, it is left. Okay, so first thing is select the cell whose alignment you want to change. Okay, suppose I want to change alignment of these three cells. Okay, alignment of text inside these three cells. Okay, so I will select these four cells. So I'll select those four cells. Okay, now then again I will go to the layout tab under the table tools tab. So I'll go to this layout tab. Okay, and then I will go to this layout tab. Okay, choose the desired alignment from the option specified in the alignment group. So see, this is the alignment group. This is the alignment group. Okay, now see, in the alignment group there are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 alignments are given. How many? 9 alignments are given for text. Okay, the first option is align top left. Align top left. Okay, if I right now, if this is only there, okay, this is selected by default. So right now the alignment of the text in this cells is top left. If I want to change it, let's move to the second option. The second option is align top center. Okay, so this is top center. See, this is at the top of this cell and it is in the center of the cell. Yes or no? So this is the top center alignment. The next one is top right. If I select this, the text has now come to the top right side. Can you see this? Okay, the fourth option is align center left. So what is center left? The text will come to the center of the cell. See, earlier it was at the top, now it has come to the center but on the left hand side. Okay, can you see this? Okay, the fifth option is align center. That means right in the center of the this cell. Okay, so not at the top, not at the bottom, but in the center. Not in the left, not in the right, but at the center. So this is center align of the text. Okay, then the sixth option is center right. Center right means what? It will be in the center from here and on the right side. Okay, so this is the alignment of the text. Now the next three options are to the align bottom left. So if I click over here, it will align the text to bottom left. So see, now it came in the bottom and on the left hand side. This one is for bottom center. See, this is bottom center. Okay, and the last one is bottom right. So if I click over here, it will become bottom right. So this is how you change the alignment of the text inside the cell. If you want to change alignment of all the cells, select the entire table and then again go to the layout tab, go to the alignment group and select whichever option you like accordingly. Okay, by default this option is selected. Okay, so whichever option you like, you can select. Okay, students, so this was the text alignment inside a cell. Okay, now please do practice this part also. Okay, now the next topic that we are going to study is performing calculations in a table. Very important, how to perform calculations inside a table. Okay, calculations, you perform calculation in mathematics, right? Like you add things, you add the numbers, then you subtract the numbers, and so on, right? So that is called as performing calculations. So in this uh, topic, you are going to study how to calculate the sum of different numbers which are present in different cells of a table, okay, in Microsoft Word. So let us see how to perform. Suppose this is my table, okay, this is my table, okay, and see what is this table about. How many, there are some items and how many items are needed, that is written. So we want 10 books, 20 magazines, okay, 33 notebooks, and paper pads 50 we want. And what is the total? What is the total? We have to calculate that total over here. So how to automatically calculate the total, or how to do calculation in a table? Let us see. Okay, how to add all these numbers over here. Okay, you can perform calculations on the numeric data entered in a table. Now what is the meaning of numeric data? Means numbers, data which are numbers. So these are numbers, so we can calculate the total of these. Okay, we can calculate the total of this. Okay, we cannot calculate total of text data. Yes, this is text na, characters these are. Okay, but these are numbers. This 10, 20, 33, 50, these are numbers. Okay, so we can perform calculations on the numeric data in the table. Okay, so how to do? First enter the data in the table. So we have already entered the data in the table. Okay, then select the layout tab. Okay, then select the layout tab. Okay, we went to the layout tab. Okay, then click in the cell. Now when we go to the layout tab, after that we will click in the cell where the result is to be displayed. So I want the total to be displayed over here, result of addition of all these. So I want the result to be displayed over here, so I will click inside this particular cell. So after clicking in the cell, select the formula button in the data group. So where is the data group? This last group. Can you see this last group? This is the data group. Okay, can you see this? This is the formula button. We need to click on this formula button. As soon as we click on the formula button, see, formula dialog box has appeared. Which dialog box? Formula dialog box. Okay, now what we need to do is that we need to click on the sum. Now by default there should have been displayed, suppose, just a minute, just give me this. Okay, now see, because there was text over here na, that's why it created problem. Okay, there was text on in this over here, so I have made it 0 0 right now. Okay, so now this is a number. Okay, now again I'll click on my cell where I want total. I'll go to this formula button. As soon as I click on the formula button, the formula dialog box has appeared, and now see, the sum formula is already displayed over here. Look at this, the sum formula is already displayed. What is written? Equal to sum. Sum means what? Sum is a function. Okay, sum is a function. What does sum do? Sum does addition of all the numbers. Sum means performing addition of all the numbers. Okay, so look over here, the sum, and in the bracket above is written sum above. So where we are going to input the formula over here, so it is going to calculate the sum of all the cells that are above this particular cell. So which are the cells above this one? These few cells are there. Okay, now I am going to click on OK. As soon as I click on OK, see, the sum 113 has come over here. So this is how you perform addition, okay, of the cells which are above. In the same manner, students, you can also perform addition of the other data. I'll show you. Insert columns to the right. Insert columns to the right. Now see, suppose 10, Let me just delete this. Okay, 50, 60, 70, 80, 8. Okay, now suppose I want the addition of these two cells, over here. Okay, 50 plus 10 over here. So how I am going to do that? Again, I will first go to the layout tab, and then I will click on the cell where I want the result to be displayed. Then I'll go to this formula button. Now see, now the formula has changed. How it has changed? It has written equal to sum, in the bracket it is written left. Now see, I want the result over here. Okay, and result of whom? All the cell who are present in the left of this cell, right? So I'll just click on OK, and see, this 60 has come. Okay, so for calculating the sum, we will use the formula bar. Okay, a formula button which is present in the layout tab. Okay, now many of you will say that, sir, suppose I want total of all the cells which are below, then how to do that? We can do that also. Suppose I want total of these cells over here. Okay, total of 10, 20, 20 and 60 in this cell, this particular cell. Again, I'll come to this cell, I'll go to this layout tab, I'll click on the formula. See, this time it is written left now, but what I'm going to change this left. I'm going to change this left, and instead of this left, I will write below, BELOY. Okay, inside the bracket I'll write below, and then I'll click on OK. See, in the same manner, if you want to perform total for the, sorry, just a second. If you want to perform totaling of the cells from the right hand side, okay, of the right hand side, that means if you want the totaling of 50 and 60 over here, so what are you going to do? Again, you are going to come to this particular cell where you want the result, click on the layout tab, click on the formula button, and now see, formula is not displayed. No problem, we will write the formula. Equal to is written, the formula will always start with a equal to. So see, equal to, even if the formula is not written, we can write the formula on our own. We'll start the formula with equal to, then we'll type sum, and then we'll type this bracket, and then we'll type RIGHT, right, and we'll close the bracket, and then we'll click on OK. See, 50 plus 60 is 110. So I have given you all the different this cases of calculating sum in a table. Okay, so that all your doubts are cleared. Okay, so this is how we perform calculations in a table. Okay, students. Now, by default, Microsoft Word calculates the sum of values in the cells lying in the column above or row to the left. So by default, it will always display for either the above or left, but we can also calculate for right and below. Okay, so I have told you all the 4 cases. Okay, now next topic, students, is updating calculations in a table. This is the last topic of this particular chapter. Okay, so what is this topic about? This topic is very small topic, updating calculations in a table. Suppose, students, I want to calculate the total of all these cells. Okay, suppose I want to calculate total of all these cells over here in this particular cell. So you know how to calculate the total. Again, we'll revise. Okay, how to calculate the total, students? You know, you come to this cell, go to the layout tab, go to the formula button, and then you type the formula, or the formula is already present, equal to sum above, because for above the Excel provides by default only, and for left also it provides by default only. So the formula is already written, equal to sum above. We'll click on OK, and see, the sum has been displayed. But suppose students, suppose sometimes you may change the data or add new data in a table. How? Suppose instead of this to 20, I change it to 200. Instead of this 330, 33, I change it to 45. Now, see, did the total change? No, the total did not change. But is addition of 10, 10, 20, 200, 45 and 50, 123? No, this is wrong now. So how to update that? How to update this? Okay, how to update this total over here? So to do that, what we need to do is that to update the total sum in a table, select any cell and change its data. So I have changed na data of this from 20, I made it 200 and made this 45 to 33, right? Now select the data where the total sum is displayed. Okay, so now I need to select the data. So I have selected this data. Okay, and now I am going to press the F9 key. Which key? F9 key. F9 key, which is present on the keyboard. Okay, oh sorry about this. F9 key, which is present on the keyboard. So I am going to press which key? Function 9 or F9, which is at the top of the keyboard. See, as soon as I press the F9 key, now I am going to press F9 key. Okay, is my F9 key not working or what? Just give me a second. F9. Just a minute, students. I'm really sorry, students, for the interruption. Okay, the F9 key on my laptop is not working. You know, my laptop is very old. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll explain you this topic with the help of on-screen keyboard. Okay, so I'll just open the on-screen keyboard. This is the on-screen keyboard. Okay, so remember this, whenever your keyboard is not working, you can use the on-screen keyboard also. Okay, so what I have to do, I have opened this on-screen keyboard. Look at this key. This key over here is F9. So what I'm going to do is that first I'm going to select my data. Okay, and then I'll come to this F9 key and then I will press the F9 key. See, as soon as I press the F9 key, the total got updated. Yes, 10 plus 10 plus 200 plus 45 plus 50 is 315. Okay, again you want to see whether after changing the data the total gets updated. Okay, I'll make this 45 as 450. Okay, now the total should get updated, but it didn't got. Okay, so what I'll do, I will click on this. Okay, I will select my data. Okay, where the data needs to be updated, and then again I'll come to this F9 key and now see the total again got updated. So this is how, students, we do the updating of calculations in a table by using which key? The F9 key. Okay, the function 9 key, which is present on the keyboard. Okay, students, with this we come to an end of this chapter. The explanation for this chapter is over. Okay, students, now I'll see you in the next lecture where we'll perform some activities. Okay, lab activities, and I hope you are going to practice everything. Okay, I'll give you an assignment also. Okay, so you have to practice that. Okay, so till then I'll see you in the next lecture. You guys take care of yourself and you all be well. Okay, bye bye.